It's a Taurus. Let's see what the good stuff coming to you in September is. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus placements. You guys could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with a Leo. Yeah, that's what I got. Those are the only signs that I kind of picked up, right? So you guys are starting off with the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and then you guys have the Moon here. Oh, yeah, you have the Moon. You have the King of Swords out of the Ten of Swords. Some of you guys are strategizing some sort of ending here, okay? Now, what's interesting about this is, like, this doesn't feel like love. For some of you guys, it could be, but this feels like the end of bad habits. It feels like the end of an era. Some of you guys are coming into your own, because you see how he's, like, staring here at the chessboard. He's got that little chess piece. He's trying to figure out, like, where do I strategically place that chess piece there? And it just feels like whatever you guys are doing right now, you're putting certain, I'm hearing you're putting certain things to bed. Okay, so again, it's like a lot of you guys know that habits need to change, that you don't need to be associating with certain people. You don't need to be, you know, maybe this is about changing a job, but whatever this is, like, I don't know if you can see it, but you see that rainbow, right? You see the rainbow right here? I feel like that's exactly what you guys are aiming for. It's like you're not even paying attention to the swords anymore. You're just paying attention to what comes after. So I feel like a lot of you guys right now, you're secretly being strategic. It's like you could be making people think that everything is going the way that it normally does, okay? And, like, I don't know if you can see it here, but you got the Ten of Cups that's trying to pop out. And again, that rainbow. You guys could definitely be dealing with a Pisces or have a Pisces placement. But it's like, whatever this is, you guys are being strategic, but you're being quiet about it, okay? Because the Moon is here. It's like you're not telling people your next move. You're just allowing people to assume that you're going to do this and that, right? It's like people, you're making people think you're going to go left, but really, like, last minute, you're going to go right. Or you're just, like, letting people know, like, the bare minimum. But it feels like you guys are genuinely taking a moment here to pause, right? Because I feel like he's a chess master. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you guys know exactly what you're doing. But you're taking a moment to pause and reflect here on a situation that either needs to come to an end or has ended. And so a lot of you guys, like, if something has already ended for you, this is like you taking a moment and, like, taking in all the lessons, realizing you shouldn't have done this, realizing you were happy to have done that. Okay, so there is definitely something here about a strategy because of an ending or an ending that needs to occur. But whatever you're doing next, I just feel like you're focusing on the rainbow. You don't even care about the swords in your back. You're like, you know what? People have betrayed me. People have lied to me. I've had to do what I needed to do. And so many times I have risen. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like you guys are genuinely, I'm feeling like the phoenix from the flames, right? You're rising. So it's like, doesn't matter what kind of adversities or anything that's come into play that's trying to stop you from your big picture plan here. It just feels like it couldn't. So it just feels like right now you guys are genuinely unstoppable. Because you see too, it's like he's all bloody, he's all cut up, but yet he's cool, he's calm, he's collected, right? It's like he's been injured. That's you guys. It's like you've been injured, you've had people come in and slight you, but still you're cool, you're calm, you're collected. You're about to make your next best move, but you're being quiet about it, okay? And if you're not, you need to be, all right? Nine of Swords, no more stress, no more sleepless nights. You guys are finally putting something into perspective here in the month of September. I feel like anything that has genuinely kept you up at night, anything that has come in as, like, anxiety, or that's come in a way that's kind of thrown you off, I feel like you guys are no longer going to be worried about that, okay? It feels like you guys, again, are looking forward to brighter days, okay? You know, even though here this card is meant to symbolize, you know, an individual that's stressed out, right? The way I see it is like she's waking up for the first time. Despite those swords, she's waking up and she's, like, rubbing her eyes, okay? And these swords to me are starting to look like blinds, and all she needs to do is just kind of turn the little knob or whatever, and the sunlight will come in. And so that's what it feels like. It feels like you guys are finally ready to release any kind of stress, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing. Anything that's kind of come in, like I said, to throw you off in the month of September, I feel like it can't touch you. I feel like it just doesn't matter, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles here, a lot of you guys could be looking back at past successes here, right? Somebody here was scared to be successful. Somebody here was scared to see what happens if it all worked out. And it just feels like in the month of September, it's like you're throwing caution to the wind. It's like if you thought you had faith then, you're going to definitely have faith now. Something kind of comes in, flips a switch, and makes you realize that, like, you're okay, right? Because you see how she has, like, a worried look on her face. She's like, I don't want to choose wrong. It just feels like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're looking at all of these investments that you've invested in, right? But then it's like wherever you've invested in the past, it doesn't matter, because look, you still have these what are these, like roses or carnations or whatever, like you still have, wherever you've invested, there is growth. And it's not to say that there was never growth, it's just to say that it was never time for that growth, right? And so whatever you guys are investing in now, whatever it is that you're going towards, I feel like in the month of September you're going to start to see a lot more growth in certain investments. So this is like, if you're on a workout journey, you're going to start to see the results of that, right? If this is like you putting yourself out there for a new job, you're going to get more phone calls and more interviews in the month of September. So this really is you guys needing to figure out where you want to see success, okay? And some of you guys could be worried about that, but I'm telling you, like in the month of September, you're going to see the results of your success. You're going to feel the success itself, okay? The Emperor here, I feel like this is what you guys are working up towards, okay? Your Emperor status. You could also be dealing with an Aries. I feel like whatever this is here, you could be going, or you could have been going through some obstacles here, right? Because you see how those like heads there, they're hovering over you. It feels like you could have had some people that try to come in and tell you and try to lead you in a certain direction, but like that's not where you wanted to go, that's not where you needed to go. And so it just feels like moving forward here in the month of September, you guys are really learning how to take control of your emotions and become more certain of yourself, right? Because you go from the Seven of Pentacles, that look on her face, to like, look how certain he looks. He's just standing there with his rifle, like knowing that, you know, he's the shit. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you guys go from like being scared to take a leap of faith in a certain direction to like being proud, right? This is the look of like being proud. This is the look of like satisfaction of like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I conquered this. Yeah, I did. You know, like how scary would it be if like a rhino came up to you, right? Like how big they are. But it's like he slayed that rhino. So that's you guys. Like think about how scary, the biggest obstacle that has ever occurred to you in your life, whether you were younger or now as an adult or whatever, right? Like sometimes you have these big old rhinoceros problems that are coming towards you, but it's like you're like, no, like I've got a rifle. You know what I mean? So that just tells me it's kind of like the magician. You have all the resources that you need in order to be successful. And I feel like here in the month of September, you're going to be getting more control of negative thoughts. You're going to be getting more control of whatever situations you decide to put yourself in. It feels like there's going to be more calculation, and that just leads back to that King of Swords there. So I do see you guys being more in control, being more calm, collected, and understanding that things take time, and understanding that whatever is needed of you should come in doses, because it feels like you guys could be putting yourselves out there for a lot of people, but it's like you're barely putting anything for yourself. So it just feels like you guys might just like balance things out a little bit, where you're not being so readily available for everybody else to the point where like you barely have anything left for you. It feels like you're going to do the opposite here in the month of September, and it's going to benefit you, especially when it comes to your pentacles here. King of Pentacles, are you kidding me? It's like you have, you know, you've already have two kings here. You've got an Emperor. I feel like you guys are mastering things in your life. You're mastering your stability. You're mastering your finances, right? It's like you know how to tackle, you know, that rhino or that deer or whatever. It's like you guys know how to tackle these things, how to slay them, and put your best foot forward and make things happen. And that's you guys. I'm telling you, like, you've got, look how calm he looks. He's just chilling there with his money. Look how calm he looks. He's just chilling there with his rifle. Look how calm he looks. He's all bloodied up, but he's playing the game. And so that's the message here. Like the good stuff that's coming to you guys in September is the ability to remain calm and collected in situations that you may have in the past have been really like sporadic and, you know, just so impulsive to get into. But there's a level of maturity here that comes with your with this balance, right? And the World card came out here. So again, you guys are in a new chapter. I'm like, there's a new era here is what it feels like for you guys. And it feels like it's going to be a very, very beautiful and prominent one. So that's what I have for you for the month of September. Taurus, hopefully this helps and resonates. I'll catch you guys in the next one.